Ohio couple Kaitlyn Coones and Jonathon Jones started off their relationship when Kaitlyn was only 17 and Jones was 32. Jones was still living at home with his mom, Nicole Jones, who very much so disagreed with their relationship. The large age gap was extremely wrong, and she was not having it, and she would constantly talk about that their age difference was inappropriate. Kaitlyn eventually told Jonathon that he had to make a choice. Either he would choose her and still be with her, or he needed to kill his mom for interfering in the relationship so they could finally just be together. And then one day when Kaitlyn was at their house, she kept saying these comments to Jonathon. She waited hours to see if Jonathon would do anything, and he never did, so she took it upon herself and attacked his mom. Jonathon did nothing to stop her, and when his mom died, he helped Kaitlyn hide her body and cover up the crime scene. The couple would then flee Ohio, and the police would later track them down in northern Mexico. This is Kaitlyn Coones' interrogation video.
Jonathon. And so they said something about the age? They said that it was bad, but after I talked to the translator after getting to the police station, he said that the whole reason why we got stopped was because of the visas, and then they were like, well, they are going to let you go, but they're going to check the car before they do. They're going to, see if you guys have a permit for it. They're going to deep search it to see if there's anything illegal, but you guys should be on your way to Texas.
So actually, can you talk to me about that? What were the circumstances of the Mexicans, like how did you guys get pulled over? What happened?
The person I was with, we were going to go and use the bathroom, and they showed up out of nowhere. They took the person I was with, let him against the car. They took me in the back seat, and they asked me what my age was, what we were doing. I said I was 17. We were going to go use the bathroom before, trying to sell jewelry. And he was like, well, the two ages are really bad. I was like, actually, I know it's actually illegal in Mexico. As long if the only time someone can be with someone above the age of 18 is if they're doing something sexually, then the person has to be 18 for someone to be dating somebody above 18. What the policia or whatever said, they were like, well, we're gonna search the car, do a search on it, see what's in there. They were like, if you don't have a permit for it, we're gonna have to keep it, and you're gonna have to go back to Texas, and you can either go in the car to Texas if you do have the permit, but if you don't have the permit, we're going to escort you guys there ourselves. So they ended up finding marijuana in the car, even though Border Patrol checked that. They already checked the marijuana in the car, and the Border Patrol let us go. They said we were fine, that we had the legal amount in the car for marijuana.
Okay.
And then that day, yesterday, the policia were like, yeah, marijuana's illegal.
Okay.
Was that Border Patrol here in Texas or somewhere else in El Paso?
I think it was the Border Patrol of it's not Texas. I don't know where it was. It's not Texas.
Arizona, California.
I think it was Arizona.
Arizona?
Yeah.
Okay. The border to Mexico, was that through Arizona or through here in El Paso?
I think it was through Texas, if I remember correctly. It leads. I don't know anything. I'm trying to remember, but I can't. I have a brain injury.
It's okay. So, you can take your time. We're just trying to understand, right? Do you by any chance know kind of like what a dangerous area you were in?
No, I did see the militara and the police drive by and stuff, but they were driving around so frequently, I didn't think anything was gonna happen, and I know how to defend myself because I grew up in the hood of Ohio, so I know how to fight for myself. And I've been in fights with girls my age. That's the reason why I don't become friends with people my age, because it's just I don't understand them.
Right. So I get it, and I have no doubt that you can defend yourself. But I'm assuming, do you recall driving through Juarez, a town called Juarez?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you stay in?
I don't think so. I just remember driving through it because I have a video of it on my phone. And I have a picture of it with the name on it.
Okay. So I'm just asking because I'm not sure if you're aware of this. Ciudad Juarez is the name of the town. It's one of the most dangerous cities in the entire world. very deadly. All cartel country. So a little bit different, right? Than just getting in a fight at school. I mean, these are people that we head, you know. And so that's another reason that we want to talk to you, is because we want to make sure that you're okay. I mean, obviously I see that you're okay, but from two people from Michigan, are you from Michigan?
Not
Ohio, excuse me. Two people from Ohio, like, coming through, bless you, you know, and then I'll call it what it is, right? But you're white. The individual that you're traveling with, is he white?
Yeah.
Right. You know.
Yeah, I know. It's gringos and
gringos, right? And like, it is a target. So, were you guys driving a vehicle?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
We were driving his mom's because the mom gave us permission to drive it and stuff. And
Nikki, right?
Yes.
Nikki. Okay.
She gave us permission, and you know, that was it. We used most of the money he saved up or whatever to, you know, get there to Mexico. And we had a good experience. Like, we ate Mexican food, we stayed here and there, you know. It was a good experience, but like I said, I thought we were good for the most part because I seen like a lot of military and policia.
Yeah. What kind of car was it?
It was like a white like SUV.
Is it new or old?
I think old.
Old. So was it junky or in good shape?
Like in between the junky and good shape.
Okay. Did you guys change license plates or anything, or so is the tag still Ohio? Okay. Okay. Honestly, I think that you guys are pretty lucky.
Mm-hmm.
You know, did you guys ever get stopped by the Mexicans other than when they picked you up? Did they stop you?
So we sold jewelry, we sold a phone, and that was it. That went okay. We did get stopped by the police like once before we got arrested, and they wanted to check out the phone, so we handed it to them and stuff and let them check it out. And then they were like, no, because it has no Wi-Fi. I mean, it's Wi-Fi, and obviously they didn't want it. It was the one that I had right now. So they handed it back to us, and then, yeah.
And what about the jewelry?
Nothing. I don't think anything sold about the jewelry. That's when we got stopped, because we slept in the car. We woke up the next morning. We were about to go use the bathroom, and that's when the police showed up.
What kind of jewelry were you trying to sell?
Like old ancient jewelry that I had. Not like ancient, sorry. It was like old jewelry, like charm bracelet, rings, like, you know, the rings that girls are.
Instead of the jewelry that you had?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, his mom is like a cool type of mom. Like, she likes to play card games, go on her walks, you know. You know, when we were trying to, you know, take her to Mexico, she didn't want to come because she was talking about her Superman boyfriend. And I was like, she said that she was apparently dating Superman. I was like, oh, okay. I'm not going to stop you there.
She was going to go with you guys?
No, she wasn't. She said that she was talking to her, you know, Superman boyfriend and stuff, and that she had things to do, and I was like, okay. And I was like, yeah, she's about to come to that age.
Are you referencing like Alzheimer's, like dementia?
Yeah, Alzheimer's and on the verge of losing her mind.
Right.
So are you pretty close to Nikki?
I'm semi-decent. She doesn't like me just because of my age and everything, but like, she's okay with us being together, obviously, but like, you know, she's like, I wish I'm your age. She's like, I'll treat you how like my mom treated me, and this and that. I was like, okay.
Did you ever live with them?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. How did she treat you?
She treated me well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm not asking to get into it because I don't care, you know, unless you want to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean that offensively. It sounds like you have some trauma from your parents.
Okay, yeah, I do not want to talk about that because I've already had to talk about that with children's services multiple times.
And we absolutely don't have to talk about that. I just want to make sure that this lady was treating you well.
She was treating me well.
Okay. How long did you live with her?
I didn't live with her. I just stayed there a few nights, a couple of months.
Okay.
Does Nikki know that Jonathan's in jail?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him since he got taken away, so I don't know if he called her or if the police called or what happened with that. I do not know.
Does she know you guys are going?
Yeah, like I said, we offered her to come with us.
Right.
When was the last time then that you, like, talked to her?
Well, his phone lost signal because of Mexico, so then mine was the only one working, but then mine kept glitching out, so we didn't really have working phones in Mexico.
Probably because you were hooked up to the Mexican network, so.
So before you got to Mexico, when was the last time you talked to her?
What?
When did you last talk to Nikki before?
I think it was like right when we like went to Arizona, it's like when we talked to her. But I don't know when that was. I just know it was like right before we got to Mexico. We talked to her as we were making our way out to, Mexico or whatever, but then she was talking about, like, she's busy and she doesn't want to talk long, going on walks. Like I said, she's a busy person. I'm not going to keep an old woman. I'm not going to get yelled at by somebody. So we just kept traveling and stuff, and we were like, maybe she just is doing her own thing with, like, not bother her. So that's how that went.
Okay. When did you guys leave in Ohio?
I do not know that either.
You don't know?
It was,
And a guesstimate?
I don't know an estimate either. I just know that we entered Mexico a week ago and that we went through some states along the way.
Okay.
I don't remember the states. I know one of them was Arizona. I know that we were in Texas at some point, and I know that we went to Mexico. That's all I know. I can't give you the exact dates because I don't. My brain doesn't let me process that because I have a brain injury.
That's fine. That's what he said.
Because I'm just trying to think of where Ohio is versus where Texas is in Arizona.
Well, very far away.
Yeah.
In the dark.
No, I don't want to know all it because there's no point in knowing it. I don't think you guys really need to know that. I think you just need to know what's going to happen in Mexico because, like you guys said, you want to know something bad happening there. And I'm not trying to give more than I should be having to give. So we went this way.
Okay, so kind of like an AU sort of?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How long were you guys on the road for?
For a while. Are we almost on questioning?
A long time.
Yeah. I mean, because I feel like we talked about what happened in Mexico. I feel like I went over everything there is to need to know about if there was to be something, and I am ready to get back in America. So.
I got that, and obviously I can tell that you're getting like a little bit upset, you know?
I am because I'm not, like I'm literally in whatever this is, there's jail cells by there, I'm sitting on this metal thing, I could literally, be out and about.
Right, so,
And you guys said that you wanted to know what happened in Mexico and stuff and make sure that I'm not doing anything illegal, and that's the reason why I gave you my passport.
correct, and so you're 17, right?
Correct.
And so, you're still a minor, right?
Well, we're in Texas, so I'm legal here.
You are legal here, but out of Ohio, you're still a minor.
Mhm.
And so we just wanted to make sure that when en route, that you're okay.
And I am okay.
Okay.
And we also wanted to make sure, with Jonathan, and I know you said nothing happened, but like we wanted to make sure from Ohio to Mexico to here that you were safe, that you nothing happened along the way either with him or with someone else.
Nothing did happen along the way. He kept me safe throughout most of the way.
And then the thing is that there was a notification that came in as well that you had been abducted. Okay?
Okay, well, I was never abducted, so
Okay.
I need to talk to whoever said that.
Why don't they say that?
I don't know, because I told my caseworker I was going with him, so that's a misfollow part on her behalf.
Right. And so, once again, that's...
I know, like, whenever I was, reading the newspapers after the Mexican police that they said, oh, fugitive is believed to be with runaway, and I've been posting off my Facebook account. I talked to my local police. I even have the phone records in my phone. I talked to my local police. They said that they never had me as missing. I said, why didn't they put it out that I was missing this long ago if I did go missing? I said, I'm not with a fugitive. I'm not abducted. I'm not missing. I'm not kidnapped. I'm about to be 18. I am literally what's it called in Ohio, emancipated, because I was living in an independent living house. I was allowed to do whatever I wanted to do.
Okay.
Because that's what they wanted me to do until I turned 18, so that they didn't have to do more paperwork.
Right.
So that's what I put on my Facebook, so I don't understand why I feel like that.
Was Jonathan in total for something? Is that why they're saying he's a fugitive?
I don't know why they said he was a fugitive. I know that as soon as we got to the police unit and we told them everything, they understood, and they just said that he's going to be in jail for 2 days.
Okay.
So, yes.
Okay. Yeah, no, and hey, look, it is our job, right, just to make sure that you're safe, okay?
I am safe.
So when we get notified by Mexican authorities as well as U.S. authorities that there's a child, right, that has been, because even in Mexico you're still considered a child. Texas is different. It just so happens that you pass through Texas, right? So let's put what Texas state law is out of the way, right? So we get notified that we have a child that's in Mexico and that's being deported back. We need to make sure that you're okay.
I know, once again, like I said, I am okay. I feel like you keep revisiting the question, is she okay? What are the signs that she's not okay? And I'm showing you that I am okay, and I'm saying I am okay, so you need to take my word for it.
I am taking your word for it, because now we're face to face, right? But what, up until an hour ago, we were not face to face. And we have been notified that you were listed as a kidnapped child, right?
Okay, well, I will talk to whoever I have to talk to about that, because I was not kidnapped. My caseworker knew that I left voluntarily.
That would be the Sylvania Township Police Department Coones wants to speak with. Upon receiving information that Nicole was in danger, the Canton Police Department contacted Sylvania Township Police to check her safety. On May 5th, 2023, police pulled up to her home on Timbers Edge Boulevard and tried to make contact, but no one came to the door. U.S. Marshals also arrived on the scene. They had to forcibly enter the home to check on Nicole Jones, who wasn't there. Neither was her son, Jonathon Jones, who reportedly lived with her. Police and U.S. Marshals grew increasingly worried over Nicole Jones' whereabouts. Meanwhile, back in Canton, Coones had been reported missing since April 18th. Stark County Children's Services informed Sylvania Township Police that one of their employees allegedly received a shocking text message from Coones. The text message explained that Coones was not missing or abducted. Rather, she was on the run after killing 2 people.
This is Jonathon Jones, is who the kid is.
Okay.
And he's 33.
Yes.
Have you ever seen her here?
No.
All right. So that's the girl that missing 17-year-old that he's with.
Okay. Who was the older gentleman then?
That's him.
That's the
This is the target. This is the guy that's wanted by Wood County.
Okay.
The pieces are starting to fall together for investigators who discover that Jonathon Jones is already a wanted man. In November 2022, in Wood County, Ohio, Jones was indicted on charges of endangering children with a human trafficking specification and pandering obscenity. Authorities found nude photos and video of Coones, a minor at the time, on Jones's phone. According to Jones, he and Coones sold the photos. On March 9th, 2023, Jones pleaded guilty to the third-degree felony charges and was released on bond. He was required to wear an ankle monitor with a GPS tracking device while he awaited sentencing on May 4th, 2023. He was prohibited from having unsupervised contact with minors and accessing the internet. Coones didn't agree with the charges. She saw them as a hindrance to her relationship with Jones, who she believed to be kind and caring.
What do you like about Jonathon?
I like that he's caring and understanding, and I feel like, nobody is like him at all.
Yeah.
Like, I've never met somebody like him before.
What does he do so that he cares?
Like, that he cares, he's always making sure that I ate and stuff, and we also had a cat or whatever, so he was always making sure the cat was okay and stuff, and, he was always making sure his mom was okay, too.
His mom?
Yes.
What's his mom's name?
Nikki.
Nikki?
Yeah.
Okay. Why was he, making sure that she was okay?
Why did he, make sure she was okay?
Yeah.
Because she also had a eating disorder.
She did?
Yeah.
Okay. And she's doing okay?
Mm-hmm. I'm kind of getting irritated because this took longer than I imagined. The people that I came with, they told me that I was just going to be dropped off and that, I could make it my way to Ohio myself. And then this happened, so I felt like I was lied by the authorities of that. And so I feel like my time is being wasted because obviously I'm okay, I'm not kidnapped, I'm perfectly fine, I don't see anything that would shown any signs of kidnapping. You know, I had my phone, so if I needed help, I would have contacted them, or I could have yelled fire or help. So I think that, like, this is just, like, a big discommunication with the whole world. So I'm ready to leave. That's all.
Okay. We do have some more questions. Tell me about those Facebook message that you sent. It talks about 2 murders and some arsons.
This is when my ex has him right now. I can write you his name down here.
This is kind of thing.
This is the one that keeps texting me, and this is back from when I lived with him. He has my account. He works, like, on the dark web and stuff.
What do you mean he works in the dark web?
Like, he works on the dark web. Like, you know, he hacks for people.
So when we hear dark web, we think like child porn.
Okay, dark web, deep web means hacking in to find someone's IP address, location, find, you know, their account information, you know, posts that haven't been posted, like stuff like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So do you have a number?
Yeah. No, I don't have that number. I just know that name.
I understand what you're saying. You're not a victim. Okay. I understand that you want to be an adult, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to talk to you as an adult. I'm going to talk to you face to face right now about the issues that we have with this, okay? So it says you killed 2 people.
Okay, but, like, you understand he has access to be able to hack it.
Let me finish.
Okay.
It says you killed 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
We can't find Nikki. We don't know where she's at.
I didn't know she was missing.
And your guys have her car,
Mm-hmm.
and you guys had all of her credit cards.
I didn't know that he had her credit card.
So how do you think it makes us think when there's that and a missing woman?
I didn't know she went missing. I must really must think I used to think that, you know, we killed her, but I didn't know that she went missing. Damn. So who killed her?
We don't know. We don't know.
No, but I want to know who killed her because she was a nice mom.
Wait, I'm saying, we know she hasn't been seen for a while, and it says we killed 2 people. We don't know that she's dead.
Okay, but you're putting that on me when I thought that she was doing perfectly fine and everything, and I told you I didn't send those messages. He's been able to hack my account.
So what we're trying to figure out is what happened and where she could be. So tell us about this gun that Jonathon had.
The gun? I know the gun that he had or whatever, that might be related to when he got arrested, the police took that. So,
When did he get arrested? Oh, when?
like way back.
Took it?
No, it was like way back. Yeah, he got arrested in Wood County. I also got arrested. I went to juvenile jail, got out the next day, but he stayed there for a while. But they took, like, you know, his weed and stuff and his gun. That's what I know that happened back then. I don't know anything else.
Did you ever see a gun or?
No, I did not.
So Jonathon took a gun to a pawn shop here in El Paso and told the people that his mom was dead.
He did?
Sure did. So, Kaitlyn, we want to help you.
Right.
And we recognize that you're squinting and that you have a lot of life left. And we want to do what we can to help you.
Right.
I mean that really, I'm not being
He really did that?
Yes, yes.
He went to, like,
Went to a pawn shop here in El Paso, gave him the gun, and said his mom was dead. So I'll give you a chance to talk.
what do you mean to talk?
Why you would have done that?
Why he would have done that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he probably would have. like, I don't know anything. Like, I didn't know he did that. I didn't know there was a gun. I didn't know his mom said. Like, I don't know what you guys want me to say.
We just want the truth.
We want to help. That's all. We just want to help you.
So if she's dead, did you guys find the body?
Kaitlyn, we have, not only do we have the pawn shop owner's statement, we have the gun now, and then we also have video surveillance putting you guys at the pawn shop.
I know we went to the pawn shop or whatever, but I didn't know about the gun. I knew that was, he wanted to pawn something to get money to be able to go into Mexico. That's all I knew, because they said that there's border where you have to pay to get in.
Right. So when we talk to him, and he's going to try to point the finger at you, we're trying to help you. There's a difference between being 17 and being 33. Okay?
I get that, but I just don't know.
I think you do know.
Well, it's a matter of fact of, you know, put it all on him, even though it's not all on him, or go to jail.
So it doesn't have to be one or the other. Okay? Her job is to present the truth and to find the truth. And that's what we want. We just want the truth. And we want to give you an opportunity to tell your story before he tells it for you.
It was all, it was all me. I told him that I gave him $5. I ran away from an independent living house, and I told him he had $5, you know, to kill her, and he told me that he couldn't do it because that was his mom. He wouldn't do it, so I strangled her out, and I took her rock and banged her head a whole bunch of times. And then I told him about it, and he was shocked, so then I let him give him a moment, he threw up, and then we went to go get cleaning supplies that I cashed out and stuff, and then we cleaned up the body, cleaned up everything in the house. We disposed her body in a trash dumpster, and he couldn't do it, so I, you know, was the one that put the body in the trash. And then after that, we took his ankle thing off, and then we went on the run. And most of the way, he was really struggling with it because it was his mom, and he needed marijuana, and that's the reason why, you know, there was marijuana gummies in the car when we tried to get into Mexico.
Why did you want to kill her?
Because she wouldn't let us be together.
And you love him. It took a lot of courage for you to tell us that.
Yeah.
Okay?
I also killed another person in Arizona in a drive-by. I don't know who it was. Also committed 2 arsons in Arizona in the middle of nowhere. Don't know where that was either. I, you know, loaded the gun and stuff and shot the person, and I left real fast, and then after that I washed off the residue of the gunpowder.
Are you certain that they're deceased?
I don't know what happened. I just remember pulling out the gun out of the window and shooting.
Was the male, woman, old, young?
I think it was a woman.
A woman. Do you remember how old she was?
She looked old and she had glasses and she was by to the bus stop.
Is there a reason, like, that precipitated it, that made you do it?
I don't know. I was like, well, I killed someone, so I might as well kill another.
What did Jonathon say?
He just told me that he has a bad feeling that it was all going to catch up and that, you know, he can't believe he killed his mom and that he misses his mom and, you know, basically that he wished he didn't do it.
Did he kill his mom or did you?
I killed her, but he, like, sort of, he kind of helped with the body retraction, but then after him dropping the feet, I told him, let me do it, you can't do this.
Okay.
How did you feel after you killed his mom?
I got very high and I was tripping really badly. I was like, oh, that really just happened. I really just killed your mom. And he was like, yeah, you did. And he started crying. And then I was like, I'm sorry. And then, you know, I had to toughen it up because then that was when I went to go hide the body.
We're going to do that how?
Marijuana.
Just marijuana? Did you drink at all? Okay. And this was because she didn't want you guys to be together?
Yeah, and I think she honestly was really obsessed over him because whenever we were talking to her, you know, about us and stuff, and she was like, well, if you guys have sex, I'm going to be perfectly fine with it and stuff like that. And we were like, well, in the future, like, we're not going to ask you to have sex. Like, that's weird. Like, that's something we would talk out ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that. And, you know, she was just, like, always all over her son. Like, always handsy with him and stuff like that, and being really flirt-like, if that makes sense.
Like inappropriate?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you know if they ever were like sexually involved?
I don't think they were, because when I was talking to Jonathon about my suspicions, he was like, yeah, I kind of feel that way too, because, you know, my mom would always get angry at me for certain things, and, you know, I would tell her, like, you know, why are you getting angry at me for this? And he was like, I don't understand it. And then he was also talking about, like, how he's seen some of this stuff too, and he made it feel uncomfortable. And then that's when I told him, I was like, you see why I killed your mom? Like, do you understand? Because she wouldn't let us be together. Like, nobody will let us be together. And it's kind of sad because it's like, it's obviously, it's obviously, like, I want this, like, I want him, like, I don't care if he's old, I don't care if by the time I turn 18 he's about to be an old man. I don't. I love him.
Did it happen in the morning or the night?
It happened in the morning, and then the body was disposed of that night.
Okay. Do you remember when that was?
No.
No. Do you have was it in, because we're in May right now, so was it in April, or was it in May?
What you said, we're in what?
Did it happen in April, the end of April maybe, or did it happen in early May?
End of May.
Did that, you strangled her. How did you do that? Okay, where was she when that happened?
She was trying to get something out of the fridge, and I flipped her over and started doing it, and then I took the rock that I had, got right on the floor, and I just started throwing it at her head.
Is that what the scratches are on your arm?
I don't know what these are.
No. Remember, like, if you lift up your sleeves, the other ones, are they from her?
No.
No?
Oh, these are self-harm marks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did she fight at all?
Yeah.
What?
Did she fight you at all?
She was very in shock, so she didn't fight. Like, the only thing I remember is hackling with blood up in her mouth, like.
Was that after she was hit with the rock? Did that happen?
Yeah, and then there was, like, blood clots that started coming out of her.
Out of where?
I think it came out of her mouth. They were, like, really big.
Okay. How long would you say that you strangled her for before you hit her with the rock?
I did it for 5 minutes, hit her with the rock, and then I kept strangling her. And then after that, after strangling her for, like, a good, like, at least 10 minutes, I started banging really hard with the rock again. I cleaned it up by the stuff that I bought or whatever, by using her identity and her money. I bought a scrub thing, a mop, and I cleaned up all the blood. I threw away the blood clots and stuff like that. I made sure the trash cans were double wrapped, and then I made sure to get it into the dumpsters for tomorrow.
So, how did you get her body from the house to the dumpster?
We took her car
Okay, where did you put the body?
in the back seat,
In the back seat? So, I'm not familiar with the car.
in the trunk.
In the trunk, okay, so in the very back? Okay. Did you wrap her with saran wrap first and then the tarp, or the tarp and then saran wrap?
Saran wrap and then the tarp.
Okay. Do you remember the color of the dumpster that you put her in?
A black one, I think.
You put her body in the dumpster, right? And so,
In a dumpster with a bunch of trash.
It was by a neighborhood in Sylvania.
a neighborhood in Sylvania?
Yeah.
Is that where she lives?
That's me, Ohio.
Was it like one of those big dumpsters, like outside of the store, or was it like a garbage can?
A big dumpster.
Okay. Was it outside of the store?
No, it was outside of the neighborhood houses, like apartments, I think.
So it was an apartment dumpster?
Yeah, and then I threw away all the evidence in big double trash bags, and they took the trash.
Okay. In the same dumpster though?
No, and her dumpster, I did that.
Okay.
And the next day, the trash people came and took all the evidence.
Okay. So I just want to take it one step at a time. So her body was put into a big dumpster outside of an apartment complex. Okay. Was she wearing clothes?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you recall what she was wearing?
No, I just remember wrapping her up in saran wrap and the black big things that you can put over things.
Tarp?
Yes.
Okay. So saran wrap and tarp. Did you use any kind of tape to like tape it up? Okay. So then you put her body. Jonathan had to help you.
No, he did not. I got her all the way in, halfway, and then I was like, I need help, and then he couldn't do it, so I had to push her feet in. But it was all me.
Okay.
The only part he helped in any of what happened is driving to Mexico, because he said that, to be able to get in Mexico, it needs to be an adult driving. And then, besides that, though, he didn't help with anything else.
I just want to make sure that you're not taking 100% of the blame for something that you...
Well, that's the thing. I'm taking 100% of the blame because it is the truth. I did. I was the one that killed his mom. I was the one that did the shoot by or whatever. I was just, after killing her, I was like, everybody else because they're always...
Kaitlyn and Jonathon would plead no contest to his mother's murder. They both were sentenced to life in prison.